This is Carl with your three things I'm watching for Tuesday, October 21st. Um, Really kind of a quiet news stretch right here, but we got some topics we're looking at. Number one, I'm monitoring this crop loss in China. Excessive rains. A lot of parts of China in the northern part have picked up almost an inch of rain a day for like the last 2 weeks. I mean, they are flooded. You see the pictures, the videos. I mean, it's in bad shape in northern China. However, the Chinese government came out and said they're still expecting bumper crops. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Crop loss likely taking place in the corn, mold. I mean, you're going to have some issues in that crop. And also seeing some delays to the planting of the Chinese winter wheat crop going in. It's not. And China has started to release some wheat from government reserves now. It's old. 2017, I believe, is when that wheat was from that was put into storage. So that's probably not in the greatest shape. Bottom line is though is there's some issues in those Chinese grain crops. Not going to give the market a huge amount of support right now because we just don't know what China's demand is going to be. Their feed demand's starting to back off a little bit with their hog herd slipping. So we'll see what shakes out. But more than likely, China is going to fall short of their production needs, need some imports. Question is where those come from. Second thing I'm watching today, and we're going to stay in China, and this is that country's economy, and it is not doing that great. China's retail growth in the month of September, now it was up 3% from August. However, that was the slowest growth rate since November 2024. Restaurant demand in China down 1.6%. Deflation is what continues to take place in China. Even with falling values, they're not seeing big commodity demand. That is an issue. It's been an issue in China for a long time, and it's continuing. The thing we are seeing with that, we have to question what does China really need for imports? Do they need, as much soybeans or as much corn or as much wheat or pork? You name it is what earlier thought, and it's starting to look like maybe they don't. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And the third and final thing, risk buying in the U.S. markets. Gold sharply higher yesterday, sharply lower this morning. This back and forth, back and forth. We're seeing risk buying gold mainly from the outside markets is a lot of it. I mean, there's several factors, take your pick, but the one that I'm coming out with that seems to be most predominant, a lot of economists think we might be heading into a crypto bubble and also a bubble in the stock market. There's some worries that we're getting maybe a little bit overpriced and overvalued in that Nasdaq Dow and S&P. Gold buying is a backstop for that. We'll see that back and forth, back and forth. U.S. government policy also causing some risk buying in the gold and the silver market. Starting to see this leak back into the commodity market. Soybeans, a little bit of buying yesterday. I would associate that with the risk market. Also in the corn, not as heavy, but I think we're starting to see a little bit more. Again, it's all about tangible ownership to those buyers. So we'll see if we continue through with that today. Gold a little softer overnight here, like I said, but after rallying almost $150 an ounce yesterday, you're gonna see a bit of a setback. Those are the three things I'm watching today.